Well, 2025 is almost over, and you're a year older. But the science of longevity, of living longer, has gone from the fringe to the foundational. Today we're going to break down the top 10 best practices that you can do to help you live a longer, healthier, happier life. We're going to cite the heavy hitters like Dr. Andrew Huberman, Peter Attia, David Sinclair, and some others. So buckle up, let's get started. So we're going to start with the foundational 5. These are the best practices, the things that you can do that are going to help you live a longer, healthier, happier, more engaged life. So number 1 is going to be consistent circadian anchoring. What that means in practice is waking up at the same time every day and getting 10 to 30 minutes of morning sunlight. Dr. Andrew Huberman emphasizes that light viewing early in the day is the most powerful stimulus for wakefulness and optimizes the circadian rhythm, which a 2024-2025 consensus confirms is vital for mitochondrial health and preventing chronic aging. Okay, number 2 on our list is a two-pronged approach to exercise: Zone 2 cardio training and resistance training. Dr. Peter Attia and Dr. Eric Topol advocate for this two-pronged approach. Topol cites a meta-analysis showing just 1 hour of resistance training a week can lower mortality risk by 25%. Resistance training builds muscle, and having more muscle on your body is important for a lot of different reasons. First of all, muscle is the biggest organ we have to store the excess sugars from our bloodstream. That helps prevent things like type 2 diabetes. In addition to that, we lose muscle as we age to sarcopenia. Having more muscle not only helps us perform better in all of our daily activities, but it also helps prevent falls and injuries, which are a major cause of mortality in older adults. And when it comes to the cardio side of this two-pronged approach, having a high VO2 max, according to Dr. Peter Attia, is one of the greatest measures of longevity. He says the top 2 predictors of longevity are having a high VO2 max, a high ability for your body to use oxygen, and more muscle. And from my own personal experience, I feel that training regularly for VO2 max and to build muscle has made my life a whole lot more enjoyable at 66 years old than it could have been otherwise. Okay, number 3, intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. So in practice, what that means is only eating during a narrow window each day. Now, some people use a 16-8 protocol, which means they're not eating for 16 hours. They only eat for an 8-hour window. Others use a 14 hours off, 10 hours on window. But either way, you're restricting your eating window down to a narrower window instead of grazing all day long. And particularly avoiding eating in the last 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Dr. David Sinclair and Dr. Walter Longo support fasting to trigger autophagy. That's the body's cellular cleanup process. Sinclair personally utilizes the OMAD or 1 meal a day protocol to maintain metabolic health. And again, from personal experience, I can tell you that one of the best ways I've found to control weight, control body fat, is to use time-restricted eating. Okay, the next one on our list is functional balance and coordination training. Balance and coordination are 2 of the things that we lose as we grow older. But the good news is that we can reduce that problem with some simple drills that we can do daily. One of the things you can do is just simply practice throughout the day standing on one leg, just balancing on one leg. And when it comes to coordination, part of your daily practice should be some stretching and then some yoga type moves that test your coordination. Dr. Catherine T. Ward of Stanford Medicine states that functionality and staying on your feet are the biggest predictors of quality of life in older age. A 2025 study in The Lancet Healthy Longevity found weekly balance routines reduce injury-related falls by 31%. And number 5 on our list is radical stress management. What that means in practice is using non-sleep deep rest, meditation, or yoga nidra to reset the nervous system. Dr. Andrew Huberman argues that chronic stress unwires your health. Huberman recommends a 10 to 30 minute non-sleep deep rest session to reach a restorative state and lower baseline cortisol. And all that means is taking 10 to 30 minutes in the middle of your day to quit thinking about all the things that you worry about and just quiet your mind. So now let's get into the supplements. the supplemental 5, the longevity stack. The first one on our list is NAD plus boosters like NMN or NR. The benefit of these supplements is that they support DNA repair and cellular energy or ATP production. Dr. David Sinclair takes 1 gram of NMN daily, citing its role in maintaining NAD plus levels that naturally decline by 50% as we age. A May 2025 trial confirmed NAD plus supplements significantly improve energy and sleep quality in adults. Next one on the list is resveratrol. Resveratrol activates sirtuins, longevity genes, and supports heart health. Dr. Sinclair recommends 1 gram daily taken with fat like yogurt for absorption. A 2024-2025 study shows it improves atherosclerosis by increasing LDL receptor levels. Next one on our list, omega-3 fatty acids, or EPA-DHA. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce systemic inflammation and support brain structure. Here, Dr. Andrew Huberman recommends 1 to 3 grams of EPA daily. A recent 2025 analysis from the VITAL trial linked high omega-3 levels to slower biological aging. Next, we have vitamin D3 and K2. Now, if you live in a place like I do where you don't get enough sun, especially in the winter months, these are a vital nutrient. D3 aids in calcium absorption and immunity, and K2 ensures that the calcium enters the bones rather than the arteries. Dr. Joanne Manson from Harvard highlights D3's association with slower telomere shortening. Sinclair and Huberman both list this as a foundational stack for bone density and immune resilience. And the last one on our list is magnesium L-threonate. Magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, specifically targeting sleep and cognitive function. Dr. Huberman uses magnesium threonate for its ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and improve sleep quality. Dr. Peter Atilla frequently cites magnesium as the most common deficiency in modern diets. So that's our top 10 here at the end of 2025. But science marches on, so maybe there's going to be some new stuff come along, and when it does, I'll be happy to share it with you. And remember that the supplements are just reinforcements, they're not replacements. Start with the foundational habits. Get that part right, then the supplements can follow. So I hope you enjoyed that information, and I hope you use that information to make this year the year that you start living a longer, healthier, happier, more engaged life. Thanks for watching.